So we're going to learn about sound at the smarter level today. And when we're in the music room, we're going to go to the sound lesson on the board, and then we're going to click on the smarter button to get us to the next level. So first of all, top 5 facts about sound. So fact 1, sound travels through the air in all directions. So when we make a sound, we can hear it like everywhere around us. When I'm talking, you can hear me if you're behind me, or if you were standing on the ceiling or underneath me somehow. So the sound travels from where it starts, and it kind of gets quieter as you get further and further away. Fact number 2. I hope you can remember all of these facts because we're going to do a quiz at the end. Sound travels in all directions, away from where it starts. Fact number 2. Smooth sounds, musical sounds, are caused by simple vibrations. The wave for this sound is a simple pattern. So a musical sound looks like a smooth waveform. And then a wave for a noise is a bit of a mess. No real pattern, and the sound is more like a noise than a note. Fact number 3, fast vibrations make high sounds. Slow vibrations make low sounds. So the lowest note on the flute is a middle C. That's like the C in the middle of a piano or a keyboard. It's a fairly low pitch. And the air in the flute is vibrating, that's how you get the sound, at about 250 times per second for this note. If we go and look over at the high pitch, so we've got a nice smooth waveform, but the waves are closer together. That means they're faster. That's how you get a higher vibration. Faster vibration, you get a higher note. There's your more spread out lower note, bit of a slower vibration. So if this is the next higher C, the next C up on the instrument, it's going to vibrate twice as fast. And this is what we call an octave. Oct means 8, and it's like 8 steps higher. So the air in the flute vibrates at about 500 times per second for this note. 250 times, 500 times. Now, in the middle we've got a flute. Make the pipe shorter to make the pitch go up. Make it longer to go down. On a real flute, this is done by covering and opening all the holes. If you put all of your fingers down and press all of the keys down on the flute, it's like closing up a load of holes on the pipe, and that means the air has to go a long way to get out to the end. When you start to open up the keys and make the holes, the air can escape quicker because it's like you're making the pipe shorter. So we can now that doesn't happen on a real instrument. It doesn't start to disappear. It's not magic. So if you did have all the holes open, no fingers down on the keys, then the air would be escaping through the hole that's about there. So it's like the same thing really. If you cover up that hole there, then you're making the pipe sort of longer. So longer pipes make lower notes, shorter pipes make higher notes. So the air goes up and down a short pipe quicker, and that's how it vibrates, quickly up and down. If it hasn't got as far to go before it can escape, it's going to be higher. Okay, fact number 4. Some sounds are too high for humans to hear. How high can you hear? Not how high can you jump, but how high can you hear? So this will depend on how old you are, as well as how good your hearing is. As we get older, we are less able to hear higher sounds. So try clicking on these to see which ones you can hear. So this little symbol here, HZ, it doesn't stand for Heinz, it stands for Hertz. And that just means the number of vibrations every second. So middle A, the next one up from middle C on the keyboard, and this is the note that orchestras here to tune to. The oboe in the orchestra plays the A, and then all the other instruments tune to it. They listen carefully and tune to it. So that's 440 vibrations a second. Can you hear it? Next one, 3,520 hertz or vibrations a second. There's the word hertz there written down, H-E-R-T-Z. What does this sound like? It's many more times a second, so it should sound higher. Human beings can hear that pitch normally. What's this number? 28,760 vibrations a second. Supersonic. That means it's above human hearing. Now, I did actually make a sound that was that fast and that high. You shouldn't be able to hear anything because it's above human hearing. Other animals, like dogs for instance, can hear higher sounds. And some people have told me that when they click on this, their dog reacts to it. But I don't know if that will work on the video. Let's have a try. Here I go. Let's see if you can hear me click and then nothing. Fact number 5. Music is different sounds put together. You probably knew this already, but why not check it? If you hit the drum harder with lots of energy, will it be louder or quieter? If you hit a drum harder, will it be louder or quieter? Could it be quieter? Uh-oh, no. Must be louder then. I'm sure you knew that. If you pluck a string harder with more energy, the sound will last shorter or longer. Oh, I think it's going to be longer if I pluck a string harder. Yes. If two cymbals are crashed together with less energy, slower and more gently, will the sound be louder or quieter? Let's try quieter. Yes. Bowing a string, like with a violin bow or a cello bow, if you bow it lightly and slowly with as little energy as possible, are you going to make a softer, quieter sound or a louder sound? I think going slowly and lightly is going to make the sound softer. Yes. So, those are all the facts. How much do you think you can remember? Let's try the interactive quiz. You could write down the answers on a piece of paper or in a notebook. I've got this quiz already open, set to show all the questions. So we can have a quick look at them first. We'll go through them and then I'll go through a second time to give you the right answers, hopefully. So sound travels A, in one direction, B, in all directions. Does it only travel up from where it starts, or does it only travel down from where it starts? Have a little think about that and write down A, B, C or D. If you're not sure, you can rewind the video and have another look. Question number 2. Smooth sounds are made by A, simple vibrations, B, no vibrations, C, many different vibrations, or D, complicated, messy vibrations. So smooth sounds are made by which one of those, A, B, C or D? Question number 3. The lowest note on the flute is A, top C, B, D. Answer C, middle C. Or do you think it's an A? So if you think it's top C, write down A. If you think it's a D, write down B. Confusing. If you think it's middle C, write down C. If you think it's an A, write down answer D. Question number 4. On a real flute, the pipe is made shorter by chopping off bits of the instrument. Not sure that would work. Putting more fingers down on the keys to cover more holes. So let's read the question again. Make sure we understand. On a real flute, the pipe is made shorter by chopping off bits of the instrument. Nope. Putting more fingers down on the keys to cover more holes. By blowing harder. Or by taking fingers off the keys to uncover more holes. Remember, the air can escape through the holes. Question number 5. The next higher C from middle C on the flute vibrates at about A, 250 times a second, B, 50 times a second, C, 25 times a second, or D, 500 times a second. Can you remember A, B, C or D? Question 6. As you get older, you are less able to hear middle pitch sounds. Middle C. Higher pitched sounds or lower pitched sounds. Question 7. Which of these is too high for human beings to hear? 440 Hertz, 28,160 Hertz, 256 Hertz, or 500 Hertz. Question 8. Putting more energy into playing a sound makes it A, louder, B, quieter, Does it make it stop? Or does it make it softer? So putting more energy into playing a sound. Louder, quieter. Does it make it stop? Or does it make it softer? A, B, C or D? See what you think. Question 9, sound waves for noises. A, have simple patterns. B, are twice as fast. C, have no pattern to them. D, have a basic repeating pattern to them. That's noises. And then question 10, faster vibrations make A, lower pitched sounds, B, longer sounds, C, shorter sounds, or D, higher pitched sounds. Okay, let's go back and see how well you did. So the Smarter Sound quiz answers, I'm going to hopefully get them all right. Let's see, hopefully you will as well. So sound travels in all directions. Remember, you can hear me from anywhere if I talk, if you're behind me, above me, below me, in front of me, to the side. Well done, 100%. Question 2, smooth sounds are made by simple vibrations, I think. Well done. The lowest note on the flute is middle C, letter C. On a real flute, the pipe is made shorter by taking fingers off the keys to uncover more holes so the air can escape quicker. So D, yes. The next higher C from middle C on the flute vibrates at about, well, middle C is roughly around 250 times a second, so double it to get the next C, 500. Yes. As you get older, you are less able to hear higher pitched sounds. Don't worry about that, by the way, it's just normal and it's not a big difference. Which of these is too high for human beings to hear? Well, human beings can hear like over 20,000 vibrations a second, but not quite as high as 28,000. Well done if you got B. Putting more energy into playing a sound makes it definitely louder. Number 9, sound waves for noises. They're the messy ones. No real musical sound to them, so they have no pattern to them. The vibrations are all over the place. Well done. And did you get faster vibrations make D, higher pitched sounds? You can put down whether you got 10 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10, whatever you got. If you want to, you can come back to this video another time and go over the things that you didn't quite get this time. Thank you for learning.